Have we really started?
My name is Gabriel Asuman.
Array.
Zidi.
Jonathan.
Lucy.
Justine. Christopher.
It's a community interest company that works with young people both ends of the spectrum, so young people who are gifted and talented and wanted to see change in the communities, but also young people who've been excluded from school or on the verge of exclusion or who's finding education challenging.
My favourite part was when we got to see the horses, because it's like you wouldn't really expect the horses to be trained as they were. Like you would think that they would start biting you or like all sorts of things, but they're actually trained. Like we even got to scratch them and they were actually really nice.
Very interesting for me, seeing how like the public order, the firearms range, and what like the police do to deal with riots and stuff like that, and being able to learn like the different ways they deal with things.
Seeing how vigorous and intense the police training was, but then also being able to do it myself, gave me an insight into how hard becoming a police officer is. But then it also shows me how much work the police officers put in day and day out to ensure the protection of us on the streets.
The forensics department, it was really interesting to see like how like the different ways they do it through like DNA and like fingerprints, and like definitely a thing I would consider doing in the future.
I never had any personal experiences with the police, but because of where I was raised and my parents as well, who didn't really like the police, yeah. But then after joining Elevated Minds, I just was able to interact with the police way more, and so my perception of them changed completely. I saw them in a different light and just saw that they're more than just a person in a uniform, they're humans with lives as well.
Before I started this program, I was more skeptical to talk to police. I was more influenced by social media and the term snitch is very common. But now I've gotten to know them. The most important part is that they are human. We are all human.
Being able to see the police beyond their uniform, to know that there are humans behind the uniform, there are people that we can sympathise with, is definitely improved my perception of the police a lot.
I feel like I'm more set on what I want to do. So I don't think I'd really want to go into policing, but like having this work experience personally, I think it's good just to, like, for example, if I do have an encounter with the police, I know what to do. I've learned that's different, stop and search techniques, and I can have a conversation with them.
It would have to be like forensics or like forensic psychology.
Most likely I would head down like the detective route. I kind of like problem solving and figuring out clues and stuff. So if I was to join the police, I would definitely enter as like a forensic scientist or a detective. Yeah.
I'm looking more on the forensic side. I find it really interesting. I think every day, being a forensic scientist, every day would be different.
In one word, I would say sensational.
Intriguing.
Phenomenal.
Inspiring.
Inspirational.